What's up, boys? Welcome back. My name is Thailand, and in this video, we will talk about something that no other looks maxing, become more aesthetic, become more attractive, get more girls, dating kind of channels or resources will never talk about. They will always talk about things like style and confidence, amazing, cool, looks maxing, fucking bone smashing and mewing and eating clean and working out 3 times a week and go to the sauna. That's really good for you. And cold plunge, guess what? Increases your testosterone and dopamine. Amazing. Those are amazing. But recently I've started meditating to become more effortlessly more attractive, and that's what we will talk about. I'll talk about what I felt before meditating, recent experiences, and it's just been fucking crazy, and the book and my explanation. So the book that I recommend and that allowed me to start meditating again is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Amazing, incredible book. Guys, it was fucking $20 Australian, if you can see here. I got it from Dimmix, if you're an Australian. You can get it from there. And it is an incredible book. So let's get straight into the topic. I'm going to completely raw dog this video. And first we will explain how meditating to become attractive. How does that work? Okay, firstly, I'm going to explain how I felt before meditating. So picture this. I wake up, I go on my phone. I wake up and I immediately go on my phone and I start scrolling, right? Immediately, I've flooded my brain with all this fucking dopamine, right? Now, I haven't done anything about that dopamine. And that dopamine has made me crave more dopamine because now I'm just depleted. I'm I really can't be bothered to do anything. Well, the easiest thing for me to do is scroll more and get more dopamine because it's so easy, okay? This has overstimulated my brain recently. I haven't been able to think straight. I haven't been able to record videos consistently. In one day where I have the entire day off, I've averaged maybe 1 to 2 videos. Max, that's it. Most days average, I used to be able to make like 4 to 5 presentation style videos just like this, but I've been fucking up recently. In work, I work at my family business. We have a cafe, so I work customer service. We serve customers and whatnot. I've been fumbling with goals because I've been in my head. I've been too overstimulated. My motivation has dropped. My identity has gone back into somebody that is always scrolling on his phone, is lazy, unattractive, is a bit ugly. So I've almost brainwashed myself. I've created this micro identity for myself over the past few months and weeks of, not meditating and doing a few bad habits here and there, like scrolling and not focusing on, not focusing. Sure, I've been coming and recording videos, but mentally I've been overthinking and I've been stressing and I've had anxiety. I've been thinking about, why is my YouTube channel not going well? Am I going to fail? I can't come up with ideas. But then in social life, I actually recently downloaded Bumble and I've got 8-10 matches. And most of them I've just completely fucked up because I've been overthinking, sending stupid messages, replying too fast, doing things that a agitated, traumatized ADHD child would do. And all because my mind has been running at 100 kilometers per hour. It hasn't slowed down. So a few days ago, I went to the shops and I picked up this book. It just stood out to me and I was like, oh, I know this guy because I've read his other book. And I thought, you know what? The fact that I've seen this is probably a sign that I should start meditating again. So I picked it up. I've been reading. I'm 140, 170 pages in. And it's been incredible. So a few days ago, maybe even 2-3 days ago, I started to meditate. So I woke up again in the morning. I picked up my phone and I started scrolling. And I was like, oh, no. Okay, no, today I'm going to not scroll. So I made that decision. But I was still a bit fried. My dopamine receptors were a little bit fried still because I already scrolled for a bit. And I was like, oh, fuck, okay. What am I going to do? I'll go outside for a walk. I go to a park bench and I sit down and I just put my hands across, close my eyes. I start breathing, I relax, and then I start meditating. And this specific meditation that the book teaches, I'm about to teach you as well in a second. I'll share with you what it was. After doing that specific meditation for literally a minute, immediately after, boys, I kid you not, immediately after, I got up and I was like, holy fucking shit, what have I been overthinking? What have I been fearing? Why am I so anxious? And the thing about this is, when you do this, it's going to last for you for an hour or two. And then you're going to default back to your old self. That's when you need to do it consistently. Okay, so I'm really trying to do this consistently because, again, it's so easy for me to like fall back into that same way of thinking of like, oh, I'm still a fucking loser. I'm still working this job. You know, I'm still skinny. I'm still not free. My YouTube isn't going so well. You know, these are the thoughts that run in my mind on default if I don't do these things. Chances are for you, the thoughts that run default in your mind are things like, why am I still lonely? Why am I not fitting into this shirt? I don't have anything to fucking wear. I feel ugly. I feel so tired and lazy. Why am I not disciplined? These are probably the thoughts running in your mind. Guess what? And this is where the explanation is. So pay attention. This is the way this book explains it. I also do recommend you watch another YouTuber by the name of Nero Knowledge. That guy is so entertaining and so educational. It is incredible what his content preaches. Watch him. So I'm going to explain why negative thoughts like these cause you to relive the exact same situation over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's kind of like Shutter Island. When he thinks that he is the detective, so his entire reality is him being a detective. When in reality, he's a fucking mentally fucked fucking patient. He's a psycho. Okay? This is how it works. Every single thing you see around you is created with a thought first. For Thomas Edison to have invented the light bulb, he needed to think first. He needed to have that thought, and then he created it. Okay? For me to create this video for you, I had to have the idea of this video first. So we establish everything that you see around you has been created with a thought. Anything that's man-made, at least. Anything that's natural is the will of God, whatever. Okay? But man-made, it all started with a thought. You decided to click on this video. It started with a thought, and then it created a reality where you are watching this video. So you wake up, and let's say you have a thought. I feel so lazy today. I feel so tired, I feel ugly, and I feel lazy. You have this thought. The moment this thought comes in, you pay attention to it. You start focusing on that thought. And then after 3 to 4 seconds of focusing on this thought, I am lazy and tired and I feel ugly today. Those thoughts begin to produce emotions, okay? Or technically they produce energy. They become energetically charged, right? Thinking I'm lazy and then thinking it, you start to actually feel lazy. What the fuck? Why am I lazy? Why am I ugly? Becomes energetically charged. That energy turns into emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. So when you've created this energy, you started directing this energy to what you were focusing on. Because energy flows where attention goes. Okay, pay attention, okay? I'm going to repeat that again. Energy flows where attention goes. Your attention is on negative thoughts. You've created energy, and this energy is flowing into those thoughts, which in turn is creating more thoughts, which that thought, because you keep focusing on that thought, is creating more energy. That energy is becoming more intense, and it's creating more intense thoughts. And then what happens? This literally creates your reality. How? When you keep living these thoughts, it influences your actions, right? Repeat to yourself and feel it. I'm lazy. I feel ugly. What happens? You start to feel lazy. Oh, I'm not going to do anything. I just feel lazy. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I need a rest day. Then what do? Your behavior changes. You decide, because you think you are tired and your emotions make you feel tired, you act out in the real physical world something that's going to align with you feeling tired, like sleeping more or scrolling on your phone or laying down, not doing anything. But guess what? You repeat this every single day, this thought practice. You wake up tomorrow and you say, I feel tired. I'm not bothered. You wake up the next day. I feel tired. I'm not bothered. Every single day, just by thought alone, you are repeating the same day, aren't you? So your thoughts have created your reality. Your thoughts have created emotions, and those emotions have influenced your actions, which therefore have created a reality in which you feel lazy and tired and unproductive all the fucking time. That's how it works. We're 11 minutes in. Now I'm going to tie it into how I feel after meditating and how this is going to work. Recently, I've been getting up, I go for a walk and I meditate. So I go outside, I walk around. I don't go on my phone when I'm walking. I've been really limiting my screen time. Not listening to podcasts, not listening to music, not listening to YouTube videos, not even watching it, trying my best at least. And then I've been meditating. So I use this method, which again, I will teach you just at the end of this video. So make sure to watch. I've been meditating using this specific method. Every time I meditate right after this method, I teleport myself into feeling what I would feel as if I was living my dream life. And because I'm feeling those emotions of the future today after meditating, those emotions influence my actions and my thoughts to create more positive emotions and thoughts associated with, again, my desired reality and my desired self. And because of these actions, because of these thoughts and emotions and energy that I'm feeling today, because of that energy, well, that's influencing my actions and my thoughts. Now, after this meditation, what's been happening is I've been feeling calmer. I've been feeling more motivated to come and record videos. If you can tell, I've recorded this entire video completely raw dogging it, and I haven't been doing this for the past few videos, have I? That's because I haven't been meditating for the past few videos. So I haven't been this focused and this sharp. I've been coming up with more video ideas every single day. I can hold coherent thoughts. I feel more motivated because my meditation, the thing that I meditate about, is me opening up my laptop and seeing that I am a successful YouTuber. And then I call my dad on WhatsApp and I tell him, hey dad, guess what? I made money overnight in my sleep, $1,000. So that's the meditation I use. And because I feel those emotions today, as if I already made imagine if I had just imagine on my laptop right now as I'm recording this video, I'm broke as fuck, right? Imagine I just got $1,000. How would I feel? I'd feel incredible. So close your eyes, breathe, relax, picture that, and then feel that today. And then you know how it will work? After you finish with your meditation, you'll feel incredible. You will feel exactly how you would feel in your desired reality. So I've been using this now. And again, sure, on this channel, we talk about attraction and whatnot. Cool. In terms of business, it's been giving me more ideas. I'm more productive. I'm making more thoughts. I'm making more videos, Tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to the beach. I'm going to be at the beach, meditating, doing yoga, feeling good. I'm going to practice this meditation that, again, I'm just going to tell you right now, to literally attract social interactions and probably women at the beach. And I will report back on that after this video, after I actually do that. So how the meditation works is, again, you can apply this to anything that you want in life and anything that you want to work on. If you want to be a calmer, less anxious, less retarded, less awkward person, then you meditate about being the most calm version and relaxed version of yourself, okay? So essentially what happens is, I want you to go and find a place where you can sit comfortably, okay? That's most important. No cross-legged if you're not comfortable. Just sit comfortably. Make sure you don't fall asleep. And close your eyes and start to just regulate your breathing. Start to feel a bit calm, a bit relaxed. Control your breathing and slow it down. The key here is to exhale longer than you inhale, because that signals to the brain that it's okay to relax. And that's what we want. And after a minute or two, or maybe 3 to 5 minutes of just doing this, all you're doing is just breathing and relaxing. Relax your shoulders. No need to think. No need to not think. Just relax. After about 3 to 5 minutes, you will feel relaxed. You'll feel much calmer. You'll feel happier. You'll feel more joy. And you'll feel safer. And that's when you begin your meditation. So your eyes are still closed. And in your mind, I want you to ask yourself, by the way, if you've never done this before, it will be pretty hard, but it gets easier. It's kind of like a muscle, like your biceps, right? This bicep I built over working it out, and your imagination is a muscle, so it will take time. It's what we call the manifestation muscle. In your eyes, in your mind, ask yourself a question. How would I feel if the thing I want the most right now, my goal, my desire, the way I want to feel, what I want to have, how would I feel if I had that right now? how would that version of me feel? And so when you ask that question to yourself, in your mind, you will start to create an image, a scenario, a little movie in which you picture yourself in that moment where you have achieved your goal. So it might be something like, for example, if it's, I don't know, if it's, let's say if it's getting a girlfriend, you might meditate you finishing talking to a woman where she has just put in her number in your phone, and you're looking at her and you're smiling and you walk back and you know that you have her bagged. So that's what you might meditate on. Or you might meditate on, let's say you're about to go on a third date and you know you're about to have sex, but you don't want to feel anxiety. You don't want to have, performance anxiety, and you don't want to fuck it up. So the thing you might meditate on is how well the sex is going to go. So in your mind, and by the way, you're going to feel horny. And that's how you know this is going to work, by the way, because it literally, your thoughts create your reality. Okay. You might meditate about how, just as you guys are getting heated, you take control, you're confident, you're feeling calm, you're breathing right. You'll meditate about that. You'll think about that. And then when the image becomes clear, you make it clearer and more intense and more vivid. But then those emotions that start to appear, you start to feel them in your body today. So again, my meditation is, I'll go outside and I'll meditate. First, I'll meditate upon waking up or going to my room, opening my laptop and seeing on my YouTube channel dashboard that overnight I've got 20,000 subscribers or like 50,000 subscribers. And when I see that, I get so excited and I start to feel that excitement in real life when I'm meditating. And then I go and I check my emails in the meditation. And then I see that I've got 5 sales for $1,000 each. And then I call my dad on WhatsApp, or I go to meet him in my meditation, physically. And in my meditation, I meet my dad and I tell him about my success and I give him a hug. And then I end my meditation. And after that, I feel as if I have already achieved that. So guess what happens? Well, if I was already in my dream reality, well, I would be really happy. I would be super concentrated because that's how I got there in the first place. I'd be super disciplined. I would be motivated and I'd be more masculine. I wouldn't do bad habits because, again, for me to achieve my desired reality, I need to be that person. And that person is disciplined, is not lazy, is not this. And guess what? That happens in real life. I become more motivated. I become more disciplined. I start recording more videos, and that's exactly what happened. So we're 19 minutes in. I hope I've been able to explain that concept to you. And again, just before we end the video, you can definitely do this to attract people in your life as well. Matter of fact, I'll tell you the story, okay? I'll tell you the story. You're going to love this. This is how it works. So 2022, I went to Thailand, solo, 7 days, 7-day trip. And in the second last day, because I was leaving 2 days later, I was like feeling so happy. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to make the most of it. And this was my first trip overseas. And it was the best weather you could have ever asked for in Thailand. I was on a tropical island as well. Koh Phangan, if you know. If you know, you know. Sick island. And, for the past few days, my life had been consisting of waking up at sunrise, going to the beach, swimming, going for morning coffee, smoking weed, going on the scooter, watching the sunset, eating good food, talking to people, hanging out with my uncle. That was my day for the past 5 days. So you could tell I was feeling really relaxed and really confident, and my energy was really high and I was really attractive, right? Energy-wise, I was really attractive. I wasn't overthinking. I wasn't anxious. I was really, really in the zone, guys. I'm telling you, it was a key moment of my life. I remember I went to this yoga retreat to help one of my friends out, and there was this girl. And the moment I locked eyes with her, we made eye contact. I decided right there in my mind, like with complete and utter certainty, that I was going to get her. And so I approached her and I said, hey, what's up? My name is Thailand. What's your name? Yada, yada, yada. Cool. We helped set up the workshop. The workshop started. Everyone was sitting in the circle. Me and that girl weren't participating. We were just helping. So we were behind, sitting in the back side, like around the outside of the building. And I was sitting, meditating. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to close my eyes. And I'm going to visualize myself fucking this girl later tonight. And I did. I visualized it. And it was so vivid and it was like real, and I felt the emotions and I knew it was going to happen. I didn't like wish it was going to happen. I wasn't hoping. I knew it was going to happen. And then when I finished that meditation, I looked to my left. She was across the room, looked at her. She turned her head, looked at me. We made eye contact. She was the first one to turn back away. And then I turned away and I knew it was in. So after the workshop finished, walked up to her and I'm like, hey, let's hang out. Let's have a juice. She was actually the one who asked me, let's have a juice. And so we did. See how like I attracted her. Like, see that? This shit works, man. I'm telling you. You got to believe it though. You have to know it. Not even believe it. You have to know it. And so she asked me, hey, let's go have a juice. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Let's go have a juice. We have the juice, whatever. Get her number. End up meeting up later that same night. I go to her place, have shower together. And then, yeah, it works, man. It fucking works. But you need to be relaxed. And when I'm anxious and when I'm overthinking and in my mind, I always fumble shit. Always fumble it. You know, performance anxiety, she doesn't text back. She doesn't do this. It's just every single time. But again, like I said, this is helping me with business and content creation as well. So I hope it's going to help you out. Make sure to join our free community in the description below. You can ask me questions and just access me one-to-one. Like, you can access me directly and ask me anything you want. I'm happy to help you there. That's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.